In the series here, we're going to talk right now about working systems. This is for people who feel like they don't have enough time, where there's this sense of being overwhelmed and not being able to get to the things that really matter. The challenge climbs around this business focus and mindset as well, but business focus and working systems obviously help, but there's always another level to all of these things. So what I want to talk about is found in the Dare to Lead podcast. So my Spotify here, but whatever you use, you can find it. I'm sure Brene Brown runs this podcast. She had, if you look here, July 12th, Charles Duhigg on, there we go, Charles Duhigg on habits and productivity. Now, I haven't read the book, but I'm listening to the podcast, and I want to give you just a quick tip that I'm going to use. And it does fit with working systems that I put together, but it's good to emphasize it. The danger is being too productive. The danger is doing the wrong things incredibly well. And Charles mentions Peter Drucker saying the same thing. And this has been a problem for high achievers, so-called type A personalities. Now, there's other people who just can't get any traction at all. And what he's saying will still have relevance, no matter where you fit, on that pendulum. And most of us are kind of in between or swinging back and forth. Usually these things are not absolute. And he said, the number one, this kind of blew Brene Brown's mind, was the number one productivity app is to think about why you're doing something. It's not a new type of system to manage a to-do list or calendar blocks or any of those things. No, that's important, but this is the number one productivity app, according to him. What my application of this is going to be is similar to how I run my business, which is ask myself, why is what's happening, and does what I'm doing make any sense? And this just sort of quick reevaluation of the whole business. And what I've learned, as I mentioned in working systems challenge climb, is not to change everything. When I was like, no, I don't like it, what's going on is I'll have a meeting, I'll have a strategy meeting. And we try to do that once a month, as opposed to even every week. What I'm going to do as I think about this is when I get in my tunnel vision around my time blocks. So my approach is time blocking. Everyone has their own approach to anchor what you do every day. So my approach is to carve out the calendar time. You could do this by putting something at the top of your to-do list, however you want to do it, it doesn't matter. But the idea that we all should have is I'm going to close my inboxes, I'm going to turn off my phone, and I'm going to concentrate on one thing. And I'm going to pick something that really matters, that solves the problem that I need to solve, the most important problem that will get me where I want to go. So that's my time block. Now, as I'm going through the week, I've been inflexible around the time block because I'm like, well, I'm going to do that strategy work once a month. So what he's saying is build in flexibility throughout the week. So if you're getting from Monday to Thursday, and on Thursday, you're feeling burned out, rethink your time block, rethink what you're doing. And is there an adjustment to what you're doing and how you're doing it? Or is it something where you just have to kick it off a few days? And that avoids the trap of being too productive, doing the wrong thing, because you stop. So this is interesting contradiction, right? So the number one productivity app is stop working and slow down, as opposed to set up a system to work more efficiently. So I'm going to slow myself down as I go through the day, and I start feeling a sense of unease about what I'm doing because I don't like what I'm doing, or I get burned out from it. And Maybe I'll say, no, I'm going to double down. It's time. Like, just keep cranking through this thing. Or I'll say, I'm going to just stop. I'm going to change my time block for the rest of the week and what I'm doing in it. And I'll wait till Monday and I'll reevaluate the thing that I decided is the most important thing that has to get done. All right, I'll turn this off, and thanks for listening.